busy.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to talk about this TV show that it's been snowing and icy here in Texas, and so I've had the last couple of days off of work. So I actually started watching a new show because I've been hearing a lot about it, how good it was. It is kind of a bit of a takeoff. We have other shows that are kind of similar out right now, or at least in the previous years. But hey, it looked interesting, and it looked kind of like something I would want to watch. I am kind of into those zombie shows. It is The Last of Us, which is an HBO show. And they're only on 3 episodes right now of the first season. And so I just binge watched the first 3. First 2 were okay. Just, little character development, little story development, letting everyone know how they got to where they were. Then we got to episode 3. So episode 3 has been very controversial over the last few days or week or so since it was released, I guess, because it had some very, I guess it had some gay scenes in it. Okay, and I know that we live in this day and age now, and it's being gay is not that big of a deal. I'm friends with everybody. It's okay with me. It's your lifestyle, your choice. Do whatever it is that you want to do. In the privacy of your bedroom, it's your choice. It's fine. But I guess I read a story today, which I was gonna make a video just talking about it because a lot of people are freaking out about it. A lot of people are really upset about it, saying that we'll start by saying that the Last of Us was a video game that I believe came out in 2013 or 14, and I was reading a few articles about it, and at first I read there wasn't. The 2 characters that are in episode 3, the 2 gay men, and we'll get to more on that in a minute. And then I read somewhere else that there was a very, very small plot, kind of a background plot of one of the characters being gay, but they really didn't go too much about it. So that made more sense why they, I guess, sort of just expounded on that. But episode 3 pretty much doesn't have anything to do with really the storyline. It really just has to do with a couple that meets. Bill, who's played by Nick Offerman, which he was from Parks and Rec, I believe. And there's a guy named Frank, played by a guy named Murray Bartlett, who I'm not really sure where he's from. But they meet. I guess Bill, Nick Offerman is a prepper. And again, I'm not going to ruin too much of the episode for you guys. I'm just kind of describing how they meet. But he's a prepper, and then I guess Frank wanders into Bill's camp, and then they end up becoming friends, and they end up being lovers. But yeah, people are freaking out about this because they go into makeout scenes, they're getting in bed together, they're flirting, and they're doing stuff, and I guess some of the viewers thought it went a little far. Actually, the channel that I view the episodes on, I view lots of different movies and episodes on this website, and I never really see comments underneath the movies. And this particular episode had 3,000 comments underneath it. Just all sorts of people were saying, "Hey, why would they do that? Doesn't really have anything to do with the story." I mean, I'll admit it was a full entire hour and some change, pretty much. Given to this one storyline. And the way I'm thinking, because, I used to be into sort of movies and stuff like that, really get into movies and how they're written and stuff. If they make the show, The Last of Us, sort of every week is a different story about someone who lived in the town, and it kind of shows, who they were before the zombies came, I can see how they could end up filling seasons doing that, introducing new characters that way, giving you a little bit of how they were before the zombies hit and stuff like that. I guess they can sort of go down that route. Not really sure where they're going to go because it's only 3 seasons. Anyway, a lot of people were really upset about that because they were saying that HBO went woke. And we all know, as I've put in other videos, how when you go woke, you go broke. So we're going to see what happens with the ratings of this show, because apparently it was getting really, really good ratings up until episode 3. Some people are saying, "Oh, the ratings went up 13%. That's fine. It's just the first week." Because people are still voicing their opinion about this one. I don't know which way it's going to go, honestly. If it trends the way it has been going, they're going to lose viewership, and they're going to probably lose subscriptions. We'll see how it goes. I'm not hoping for either one, honestly. Like, these companies can do what they want, but they're gonna collapse under the weight of their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So if they decide to go woke, if they end up going broke, that's on them. I just know that a lot of viewers were turned off. To getting to this point, though, that I actually saw that this morning, I'm glad that I held off on making the video because I did see this, which actually really does make more sense in a sense, or it makes it a little more political in a sense, and a little more agenda driven. Because I did read an article this morning that said Last of Us director Peter Hoar said he wanted to trick the audience, his audience, into watching a gay love story in an episode of HBO's new apocalyptic drama. So he wanted to trick them into watching this, right? So, the first 2 episodes is a lot of zombies, a lot of killing, some backstory, some action, this and that, and all of a sudden, boom, yeah, you get a full gay love story in episode 3. So this is what people were picking up on. I think that they felt ambushed the same way that people were saying in the comments, and now the director of the show is saying that's what he did on purpose. I'll go to continue and say that Hoare, who is gay and is known for his work on the British LGBT miniseries It's a Sin, said that he wanted the viewers to see that it was the same love as straight people, but just between 2 guys, Independent UK reported. Which is crazy because, again, this is ambush. This is an agenda-driven deal. He was sneaking this scene in there. See, again, so now that's going to turn a lot of viewers off as well. When this, I believe the Daily Wire broke this story. When this story comes out, it's really going to drive home what the people in the comments were upset about already. A lot of them were like, hey, this has nothing to do with the video game. This has nothing to do with the plot. Why are you sticking this in, sticking it in there? This is too woke. I don't like it. Let's just stick with the movie or with the, plot points and whatnot. And now this information comes out saying that he tricked the viewers into watching it by sticking that and making it a whole hour-long episode about 2 gay lovers. So I'll also read the rest of the statement. It says, sometimes you have to sort of trick the rest of the world into watching these things before they're like, oh my God, it was 2 guys, I just realized. Hoare told Inverse Magazine ahead of the release of the zombie series 3rd episode. I think then they might understand that it's all real, he added. It's just the same love. So, yeah, guys, I think that this guy making these statements and this story breaking is not going to help HBO. Like, I think they're already maybe going to see some sort of backlash because of that episode. And I think it might have been, a little bit sort of not as big. But I think that when this story starts hitting the people who watch the show, they're really going to start driving home their points. And they might even start boycotting HBO or the show, because again, the people have been stepping or pushing back when it comes to these woke companies and putting their agendas and their ideologies out there. And again, I'm going to say people can do what they want, love who you want to love, whatever. That's none of my business. My point is that when it comes to business and like TV and viewership, and you need to make ratings, hey, that goes beyond that. Really, they're making it about their political agenda and their personal beliefs. Just like I would expect if, maybe if they made a mini series about Jesus, that people probably would complain, or they would, just quit watching. They might get low ratings because maybe most of the people who watch HBO aren't Christians, right? So that's just bound to happen. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with this. Will they withstand the backlash from the people who watch the show? They're already planning a season 2. If not, they already have shot it. We'll see if that even continues or whatnot. Again, I'm not rooting either way. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen, because if this show, if HBO ends up getting more backlash, maybe it's just another example of, hey guys, just stick to the script, right? Don't make it too woke. Don't go crazy with the political stuff, because people are going to push back and they're going to quit watching the show, and they're just going to quit watching altogether. CNN has lost millions of viewers. They're bottom on the totem pole right now. I mean, we already went through the list. M&M's. Everyone's getting woke, NFL, all the sports teams, and they're getting backlash, and they're starting to pull back on some of their I guess campaigns and some of their ads they have going that are a little too woke. And again, these companies are going to collapse under their own weight, because they're going to keep trying to stick that stuff in people's faces, and they're going to keep pushing back, saying no, keep it away from me and my kids. We're not down with all that sort of stuff, guys. But what do you think about this story? Do you like this show? Well, first off, is it a good show? Do you guys think it's okay? And also, what do you think about them, about the director tricking the viewers into watching I guess a gay love episode with 2 gay lovers in it? What do you guys think about that? Do you think it was kind of a little sinister for him to do that? Was a little sneaky, or do you think it's you're sort of putting sugar in the medicine or whatever? I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but you guys let me know your thoughts on the show and on this story down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. But thank you guys so much to all my new subscribers. Please keep hitting that subscribe button. Gonna keep trying to put out videos as fast as I can, just because there's a lot of news in the world that I could talk about, and I'd love to get that information to you guys as soon as possible. So please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Ultra Izzy. You guys can see some show ideas, some episode ideas on there as well, or just some what's going on with the world. I do tend to retweet a lot of crazy happenings going on in the world, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching the channel. And like I always say, stay fearless and stay free. And I'll see you guys on the next one.